Listen, welcome all the students to our premises. Today we shall start the second lesson, The Sound of Music, written by Pauline. I would like to tell you a few lines about the writer. Writer, you will be surprised to listen, was born in India and brought up in Ottawa. Actually, in fact, she wrote lot of letters of literature, including lot of magazines and very famous books. In this lesson, The Sound of the Music, she wrote about two great souls from the world of music. The first and very important person, a lady who was completely deaf, and I would like also to focus on a few great musicians who were handicapped for their whole life. Boys, students, children, I would like to ask you whether they have heard the name of Haridas. He was from India, he was Indian. And most surprising thing is this, that he was also a blind man. And still people remember him. Second example from Vidarbha, we can give the example of Gulab Maharaj. And he is in the sense of, he is alive in our heart. He was brought up in Amravati. He was also a blind man from his childhood. And as I have had my privilege to do my graduation in Amravati, I used to visit his library, and there I found a long, unending list of the book written by this Gulab Maharaj. Now, you will be surprised to think, to imagine, to contemplate, to assume, to believe, and how it was possible for him. A few lines about him I would like to underline. How he started? He started learning by listening to the reader. I have forgotten the name of his friend. But his friend helped him by reading all the Vedic books, legendary books, all the great holy books of India. He first listened to all the great literature, classic literature I want to say, and he kept it in the box of his mind and heart. And with the help of Brad Libby, or by dictating his friend, he had written 40,000 books. It's charisma. It's a Jagannath. It's a great surprise. It's a great wonder. Now I would like to tell you, if I would like to ask you whether they have heard the name of Helen Keller. Was this girl became 100% handicapped when she was hardly 1.5 years old. She became unable to speak, she could not hear, she could not listen, and most tragic thing is that she could not speak, she could not listen, she could not talk, complete handicap. And this lady became the Lara, shining star in the realms of literature known as Helen Keller. And it is a great surprise. It is a paragon. It is an example for all the students who are aspiring to achieve something else in their life, especially the handicaps. To inspire them, to enhance them, to encourage their courage to do something in life. She has established so many institutions for the blind for their education. Her life is a novel itself. There are a lot of examples like these people. Now you may ask me, sir, what is the interest of the writer to write about this Glennie, Ellen Glennie, the name of this protagonist, the name of this main character in the first part of. Actually, this lesson contains two parts. First part dealt with Annie Glennie, and second part, deals with a magic of music, and that was, or that is, just let me tell you, Bismillah. Is there any boy, is there any girl in the classroom who does not know his name? So, here the writer, Cawley, who was born in India and brought up in Kota, highlights their life, from which the handicapped will be inspired to do anything in their life. So let us start the life of this first character, and that is Ellen Glennie. I will read the passage to you, first paragraph, and if you find any new word to you, please don't shout, don't be afraid to ask me the meaning of new words. Listen. Here I am reading the passage from the text to you. See, the passage runs like this. See, the passage go ahead like this. And the main passage passes by. You should listen to it very carefully. See here, the journey of this teenager starts here. She's on the railway station. She is going somewhere else for the first time. She is going for audition, and naturally as a youngster, naturally as a teenager, a lot of questions were there in her heart. She was afraid. She was excited. Most, she was nervous too. Nervous because she was going to give the audition. And see, I am going to read this passage to you. Rush our crowds, Joshan, Joshan. Joshan for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous, yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. Boys, underline this sentence. This sentence, she felt the vibration of approaching train. This sentence introduces us to the girl who is completely blind. She can only sense something by the sound because she could not hear, she could not see. And she could not hear, and that's why this is said that she felt the vibration of approaching train. It was her first day, and that she was nervous. It was her first day. It was her first day, and that was she was somewhat excited. And it was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting, frightening. Meaning is given there. Doubting enough for the teenager, fresh from a Scottish field. See, underline this word, Scottish field means she was a villager. She was a daughter of a farmer, specially. And so, in the end of the lesson, you will see that she was on the zenith in the world of music. She was on the pinnacle. She was on the top regarding the world of music. She is known as the foremost soul singer. Though she was brought up in the family of farmer, but this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than the most. She was profoundly deaf. So guys, this is the first reading, and now I will explain to you. A girl was going to attend a music. The girl was going to give the audition, and the audition was being taken by a very famous Royal Academy of Music, and naturally that made her nervous, and so she was found on the railway station. She was brought up by a farmer. She was brought up in the family of farmer, and now what is she was completely deaf. Now music and deafness is like the figure of 36, no relationship, because it is very closely connected to the hearing capacity. If the man does not have, if she does not have the power of listening, it's very impossible to go ahead, to run, to wide the way through the world of music. Okay? And now, question is this. is a good question. That if you give the answer to this question, the paragraph will be clear to you. That will answer this question. Now, the main point is this: this girl was totally, completely blind. And now we should go to see the history of this girl, how she became blind. Right? Come on. Come with me. Ellen Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Like Helen Keller, who was suffering from the fever, and immediately because of some critical problems he became blind, deaf and all these things. That didn't happen with this girl. This girl became blind very eventually, step by step, gradually. But what you know, these weaknesses, physical weaknesses, it's human tendency. He or she tries to hide it. He or she tries to conceal it. Person, as the psychological runs away, does not like to show the weakness, poverty of his physical fitness. So like that, this girl had done what? See, listen, come. Ellen Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother, remember, noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Ellen was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, say, Isabel Glennie. For a quite while, Ellen, friend and teachers, but by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to the specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was seriously impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be treated with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked back. Everything suddenly looked black. Very important sentence. Says Ellen. But see her courage. Look how strong she was. But Ellen was not going to give up. She was determined to read. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day, she noticed a girl playing xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning those two drums to different notes and had given very important advice. Don't listen through your ears. The teacher is telling her, don't listen through your ears. Very good line. Don't listen through your ears. Try to sense it some other way. Says Ellie. Suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the west up and the lower one from the Fox repeated the exercise, and soon Aline discovered that she could sense certain notes in different part of her body. I had learned to open my mind, very good sentence. I had learned to open my mind and body to the sound and vibration. The rest was sheer determination and a hard work. See, this is the story of this little girl. Actually, she became deaf gradually. When she was going to school, one day her mother noticed that when she called her in, she did not respond, and there was a doubt in her mind. Later on, by and large, when the examinations were over and it was seen that her marks were decreased, she was not making proper progress as her mother anticipated, as her mother desired, as her mother expected. She got nervous, and then finally they were invited, they were called in by the school management, and there the principal of the school advised their parent that she should be taken to the school of handicap, specially deaf, by giving her the extra help of hearing capacity. Now, when this little soul heard this shocking news that she was going to be sent to a school of handicap, specially deaf, she was not nervous. She was not sad. For a while, she thought that the world became dark for him, just like cloud. She became blind actually. But immediately she came to know, immediately she became aware that she should not give up. She should not be afraid of what is happening with her. She decided, she made up her mind that she would definitely make progress in the field of music. Meanwhile, an occasion had taken place. A little girl, she saw that she was playing on xylophone. Xylophone, you know, a box is there and lot of strings are there, and with the rope you have to just put it on in this way, and the sound will automatically come out. Now, as she was there and she could not listen to the sound of the xylophone created by the strings, but she decided, and then she started playing now. One teacher generally plays very important role in making the future of student. They boost the student, they encourage the student. School, parent, teacher and friend, these are the four pillars which plays very important role for building the future, for making the student a good citizen of a great country. So there was a teacher, music teacher, and the name of that music teacher was Ron Fox. He pointed out, he saw the talent of the girl, and he knew that she would be the shining star in the realms of music. And so he advised her, don't listen through the ear, but listen to the music and feel the music by heart. And then she started doing it. Actually, he had done it by putting two drums, different heights, and in this way, she started feeling the different sound of the music, and now thereafter she never stopped. because she knew it very well that work, practice, and practice will bring one day definitely the grace to her life. Okay, boys, this was the, and what was the history of her. So if you go through these three questions, sir, how long should we continue?
Shall we stop?
Ah.